Hey YouTube, this is Kevin Bolin of Bolin Small Engine, and I wanted to show everyone how I actually make my dog-proof traps. These can be a little difficult, but they are so much fun. I'm very proud of these. I've actually made two, and as I was trying to explain in the video that I made prior to this, unfortunately they got erased. These are just absolutely amazing little traps if you have an animal, especially domesticated animals around your house that you're not wanting to catch, but you have nuisance critters. Just wonderful traps. I'm going to try to show as much of this trap as I can to people on YouTube. If there's any questions as to how I made it, if I get enough responses, I'll go into great detail and depth up on it. But for right now, it's just mostly a show and tell concept. Basically what I done is I took a pipe, cut a groove on this side and on this side, run a steel wire like a coat hanger, but now I gotta be honest, this isn't exactly a coat hanger. This is came off of a clutch cable on a lawnmower, an older MTD. The spring also came off of a lawnmower, and the metal I took off of just various little pieces of scrap that I could find lying around. But basically the trap has an internal trigger, which I'm going to try to tilt. Hopefully I'll be able to show you. It's a little difficult to see, but I'm hoping that maybe you might be able to see in there. I'll see if I can't turn on the camera's light. Maybe that might help. You might be able to see it in there. I hope so. You can kind of, yeah. I'm going to turn the light off now. But anyway, there's an internal trigger. Basically what happens, if you look here in the front, the pedal gets pushed down from the inside. Joy, if you would you show them how this works? If you watch the mechanism, it'll sling it forward. See that? When he pushed down, it slings it forward. The steel wire comes forward along with the spring as I've mounted it. If you see how it's mounted, the spring actually has so much tension that it pulls this mechanism as well as the wire forward. The stick that we used, it's a rotten stick, so I don't think an animal's arm is going to break that easily, but it's just a good way to show you basically how we set them off. This, of course, is the lever that actually mounts it to the release mechanism. I'll try to explain this and show it the best I can. It might be a little difficult because I'm holding the camera. Joy, would you like to set this trap back again? Alright, maybe we can watch him and he can show you how we basically do it. And it's that simple. And we're ready for another test fire. Alright, Joy, you want to set it off once again, and I'll do it from this angle so they can actually see the workings. Just a second, Joy. Alright, do it from this angle so they can see that. See how easily the stick breaks, unfortunately. It's rotten. I think we need to find some better stick, Joy. But you can kind of see the concept here as to where I went on how I made this. Just a very, very, very effective trap. We actually attach a chain to it because the animals can be pretty aggressive. We've caught some pretty good size possums. We caught an extremely large coon once. Oh, I forgot about setting this one. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Write my hand down on that. Alright, we're going to set this one off as well. Like I said, I have two of them, so we're going to set this one off as well. There we go. We actually got a stick that didn't break that time, Joy. Alright. This is basically the concept. The animal sticks its arm in. You can see I'm shaking this trap. It's not going to come off. The animal may even pick the trap up and run, but there's an anchor, which I'll explain, that we've welded up, that we set in the ground. And when the animal tries to take off, basically the anchor's in the ground and it's attached to a chain. They can't take off with the trap. It's just, as I said, a very, very effective trap. If I get enough curiosity on YouTube about how I make them, I'll go into great depths. I'll even make one completely from scratch so I can better show the components of how these traps are actually put together. But until then, this'll have to suffice. So if there's any interest in how I make them, please leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to show. But yeah, very, very nice traps.